This goes to our Bridge Makers YouTube. And hey, Naz, welcome.
I joined the second you press record. I heard it. It went.
Naz is like, I am here. So I was just introducing myself. I am one of the leaders with Bridge Makers, and I am actually a bit sick today, so my energy is a little lower. And
You're sick till today.
Thank you. And I love this event so much that I still show up for it, even when I'm not, top of the line. And I want to ask you all to help each other today. I'm not gonna probably be able to do the level of shepherding, nudging, cajoling that I normally can. So thank you in advance for taking care of each other and helping this event go well. The first part of our event that we will usually do is check in about how to make a healthy conflict event. So how do we do something that's going to be somewhat argumentative? It'll have sides to it, and also take care of each other and be meaningful together. And so this is where we talk about norms. And George is already ready to jump in. So you can name a norm that is a Bridgemaker's norm. If you click above my head, you can see the norms listed connected to the group under the rules section. So you're welcome to just read one of those out loud when it's your turn. Or if you have a thing that you do in groups or you like about groups that really helps people do well together, welcome. Thanks for being here, Cade.
I was on green. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I joined on me.
Do you want to take Cade aside and explain to them what we're doing and that we're live streaming?
Yeah, we're live streaming. Say, introduce yourself. Say hello.
Well, hello. I'm Kate. I'm a dragon from Switzerland.
He's a teacher.
I'm glad you're here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around in a circle and just say one thing that helps build a healthy community event moment. And again, if you're not sure, you can just read one of the rules of Bridge Makers connected to this group, or anybody who has Bridge Makers above their head, like Lau and Ronan and Naz. Yeah. Okay, George is going to start. Go for it, George.
I think under the norm of cultivating generosity, especially as groups get at a larger size, it's very important for us to be generous with our airtime and the space and taking turns in listening. And the more people that are present, the more important it is to really prioritize every voice having a space.
That's beautiful. Yeah, generous spaces mean longer pauses when we listen to each other, so we make sure people have a chance to jump in and say their part. Also, along with that can be raising our hand through emojis like this, or raising your physical hand, and that allows the person that's facilitating that part to call on you. All right, who wants to go next? Let's go in a circle. So Red or Jay? Red?
What about you, Jay?
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. Okay, Jay, you didn't say anything. I guess you can wait. Can you? So I say the opposite. Something that will bring balance to your point. But what's your point again? You said about your voices being heard, and you have everyone having a space and having priority, and we being mindful of. So I have to be mindful of that argument too. Would be it's a term that I learned from the art of community. But how well I could actually bring that here? would you actually relate to item number 4 that's status set to orange? So you don't bring everybody. I'm sorry, you don't bring everybody, but you having an outer circle is it allows the needs of all the friendships in the group to be present still, because you don't bring unexpected visitors that will have their own. They haven't had a chance to read the room of how the room does stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Thank
other
you, Red.
circles.
So George was emphasizing the generosity of holding space with each other, and Red is emphasizing the boundaries of holding space with each other. So if you haven't yet, please put yourself on orange, and that's a way to just be a bit of a gatekeeper for this event. It is live streamed and recorded. And so this is a way we make sure we're not throwing people into a mix that they just thought they were joining a social space. All right, Naz.
Well, from the 5 rules, I just came from another event, and they had one guy running around who was barely keeping it steady. They had like 90 people. It was World Hop. It was a very huge group. And the one thing that they did was that he had some avatar that when they wanted to go to the next world, it played a global shader, and it said, "Gather here." And it put like a big line over your field of view that would direct you where to go. So everybody would gather, and then he would change it to say portal, and everybody would hop in the portal. We'd travel together and then spread out. And I thought that was pretty cool because it was like I don't know, like a town bell or something, just ding, ding, ding. Okay, everybody, we're going to the thing. And 100 people just cooperate at the same time to travel and see something new.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that is a great feature. We are actually looking for avatar creators that can help build a Bridgemaker's avatar that does that. And we are getting a little more fancy with our space. So instead of drawing lines on the ground, which we did for a long time, we actually have a whole demonstration that is programmed into the world that we're going to turn on in a little bit. So yeah, definitely utilizing the technology can be part of making that space feel like it makes sense. Thank you. All right, Katie.
Well, I also participated in the event, and I say the best part of it was just having this mixed culture of all of those languages together. And it was super interesting, just like because Nas can speak, for example, Russian, and in the meantime, I could only understand someone who could speak Croatian, then German again, and English, because I'm from Switzerland here.
Wow, it's like a game of international telephone. So the value that I hear in that is, how do we listen to each other, understanding we're all coming from very different contexts, and sometimes we have to help each other be understood. Yeah, thank you. And the language that we also practice here is emojis. So everybody get your emoji on. If you don't have a favorite, find one. And this is a way that we give feedback and oops, sorry. It's not feedback.
Good feedback.
Sorry, otters.
Good feedback. Constructive. Oh my gosh.
We give
It's
feedback.
not even a sycamore. Not even a circle.
Huh?
It's an otter. It's not even a circle.
Gave me a ball back. Oh, that was so gentle and kind of you. Hello, welcome. Face.
Getting there, Sandy.
All right. Hop on in our circle. Nice to see you. We are talking about norms right now, and how do we build a community that can contribute in a meaningful way towards a debate. We're going to have a conversation about 3 controversial ideas. And so we're all sharing one thing that helps us participate and support each other. So, Cat Matt, your turn.
So the question is, so just in general for any event, one thing that helps us integrate into the event.
Yeah, or you can read the Bridgemakers rules, just one of them that hasn't been mentioned.
Okay. Well, in terms of, I mean, in terms of events, generally, like, like if there's like someone to the side, just a case of like going up to them, like asking if they're okay, and seeing if, well, just chatting with them a bit and stuff, so they feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely have a lot of people here, and you're welcome, especially if you think you know who has just joined. We will respawn ourselves to go greet the next person coming in and just say hello to them and walk them up, and when we can, and that's a way to just cultivate a welcoming space, let people know that they matter, and that we're glad they're here. Yeah.
Yeah, Jay, I was joking. You can talk now if you want to.
Oh,
okay, feel free to.
Jay will ring us out.
What for me?
It's okay. We were gonna go one direction or the other, and Red was making a joke about inviting people to speak. All right.
Yeah. I was joking, man.
Okay, Zand, it's your turn.
I don't really have anything to say since this is my first time being here, and I don't really know anyone aside from
Second.
Yeah, that's okay. So that also is a way. Sometimes people, they wade in a little more shyly in the beginning because they're trying to get a feel for the room. We invite everybody to participate as much as your stretches today. But we don't want to force you into anything. So thanks for setting the boundary if you don't want to offer anything yet. All right, Ronan, your turn.
Okay, I think kind of like I listened to George and Red and Naz and Cade and everybody. I guess what it gets back to is that, like we do a lot of discussion of some pretty heavy topics. Some topics are a little more challenging than others. We should, if a person feels that they need to be just silent and to listen, we should also honor and respect that too, so that they have that opportunity to just understand a little more about what they're thinking and feeling, rather than feeling a need to express in order to keep up. So it really is to say that, this isn't a competition. This is a sharing. And, our expectations should be that a person will share as much as they feel. And at that moment, they can be sharing, but still being silent at that time.
I like that. That's a really interesting way to put it. And I would call that active listening, right? So even if you're not sharing with words, you can share with emojis. What I've noticed for people who come to this event, because it does have to do with controversy and polarities, is being quiet the whole time can be really exhausting. So whatever way for you means participating in a way that stretches you is the invitation. And sometimes that can just be offering emojis for when you're feeling an eruption happening, and that can be validating, or changing your avatars to fit the topic. There's a lot of ways to show you're present without saying anything at all. Yeah.
Be fucking Switzerland. Really neutral.
Switzerland?
Switzerland.
Yeah, well, actually, Red, here we ask everybody to get off neutral. That's kind of the interesting part.
Yes.
Yep. here we ask you to try to have a perspective, especially one that isn't yours, which is kind of a silly thought. But what we're asking you to do is stretch into recognizing that, this is a filmed event. We are not just representing ourselves, but we're representing the rainbow of perspectives on each given topic. And neutral is not necessarily what helps us learn as much. Having a perspective, even if it's not yours, and especially if it isn't, is a good idea. Yeah. All right, Lau, your turn.
I have a classic one, which is just saying hello and goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. In social VR, we do a lot of disappearing on each other, right? When we don't feel like being here anymore. And especially when we're leaning into a type of conflict together, this is a place to practice acknowledging that even if you haven't said much, we'll still feel your absence. And practicing some honesty and vulnerability of what's pulling you away is a way we also take care of each other. And try to stay if you can. It's a 2-hour event, and the very end is where we get to close it by acknowledging each other and playing a little game. So when you miss the dessert, it might not make as much sense. Yeah. All right, Cesar. Looks like you're typing. Hello. You're going to need a repeat of the question. Yeah, so the question is, how do we make a healthy community moment together? What have you seen that helps you or helps a community do well when we have conflict? Yeah, really well put. Keeping an open mind and personal difficulties aside. Definitely the open mind part. We have some open mind representation in the space with one of our groups here over in the corner is literally the leader of open mind. And personal difficulties is an interesting one, right? Because some of the most compelling things that have been shared at this particular event have been personal stories. And they don't have to be long or really drawn out, but they can really give an anchor to some of these issues we're talking about that kind of make it just have a whole new perspective. So personal perspectives are important, and also not getting too attached to them, right? Knowing that there's many. Yeah, when they become the difficult part. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It can prevent discussion. Right. Yeah. And that's partly why we've learned to encourage you to actually be an imposter today. And the trick to being an imposter is don't tell anybody that that's not your perspective. But take on something you don't actually believe and try to be compelling about it. And just try it on like a new hat for a day. And this is a way to kind of give ourselves the empathy for people and perspectives we don't really understand, but we get to meditate in somebody else's paws or shoes or robot peg legs today if we need to. All right. There you go. So I will add one, which is Bridgemakers is a 18 plus community space, and we also are a safe for work space, which means please refrain from substance use while being in our events. Partly that's because we're practicing doing uncomfortable things together. And when substances get added to the mix, especially if you think about how these headsets are a little bit like their own substance, that can really kind of skew everything for everybody. Even if you might be feeling really great about it, it can kind of twist the experience and kind of make that relationship that we're on get a little wapajad. So practicing abstinence as much as possible is the invitation. Yeah. All right, Jay, you want to ring us closed with the last norm you can think of?
Okay. Well, I mean, this isn't on the list, but I think some of us are looking towards like having a decent number of VR visor users, so that we don't look like a room full of robots, I suppose. No, not necessarily a norm, but
No, this is a recent
I
one.
take offense to that. I'm an FBT and a robot.
well, statues, as the other guy group said.
Yeah.
Statues, yes.
Yeah,
action figures, I guess.
This came up on Friday night when I was in headset, and the majority of the people were all in desktop, and I was having kind of a body response to that felt really hard for me. So thank you for everybody that's here in headset or head to toe, and also thank you for being here if you're not. Some of this is just privilege, right? And if you're here because you don't have a headset or it's not healthy for you right now, we're still glad you're here. But when you can with Bridge Makers, because we're practicing being on purpose together, the more embodied you are, the more likely we can get a soup going on that has chemistry. Yeah, brilliant. All right, did we leave any out? I think we got most of them. I think there was one about kindness that I haven't heard anyone mention specifically.
Can I add to it? Because I saw something right now. Because you said of the privilege of being in VR with FPT, with or without FPT or desktop. So I am here because of the people that allowed me to be here. Because of the people that crossed my life that are not here right now. So I'm here in honor of all them. And when I speak up, I will try to honor those views that could not be here today. And just allow the best of myself to arise.
Wow. Red Dono has arrived. That's lovely. So that is its own kind of meditation. Think of all the hands and the hearts that believed in you enough to make you believe you are worthy of this space and this time, to be with people all over the world sitting here right now and bringing their perspectives here as part of how we practice kindness also. Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. That brings the heart present. And just understanding, a lot of times we talk about the difference between kindness and niceness. Niceness usually has to do with social etiquette. Kindness doesn't always feel good as the one speaking it or the one receiving it. It can be uncomfortable at times. But kindness is out of service to how we all can resonate the best with each other. And we get it wrong, and then we clean it up. And so that's just how it works. Well, I am grateful for all of you to jump in with us. The overall format is for the next about hour. We're going to do this funny exercise called Spectrum Street Epistemology. If you turn to your left, magically now you're going to see a big poster up with the questions for today. And for those of you who haven't been here, I'm going to go ahead and explain the format. So let me get my avatar standing up.
Wait, okay.
So each of these we're going to spend around 10 minutes on. And for those of you who haven't seen this before,
I don't think I've seen you in this before.
This is an event that we actually, people do all over the world in physical reality, many times in public spaces. And it's about recognizing that even though there's a binary of agree and disagree on any given thing, there's also a spectrum. And so the first part is we're going to get some volunteers who have been here before, hopefully, to facilitate each question. And then we can also have an MC if anybody wants to do that that's done this before. And then I will be hopefully a participant that's just going to be coaching you if you're up here leading this. Oh, goodbye, Zandy. And yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. Basically, question 1 is usually the one where we are the most playful. It's just so we learn how to do this together. And then question 2 is where it gets a little more personal, and we all have different kind of opinions and ideas of what the answer might be there. And then number 3 is usually like global. It's the thing way above our heads that we usually can't touch directly, but we also might have some strong ideas or opinions about that. So it gets a little more tense as we keep going, but we're building the muscle to have a variety of perspectives. And yeah, so first, is there any volunteers for question 1 who has been to this event before? So you're going to facilitate, if you have been here, question 1. Ronan's
try question 1.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. And then question 2 has got by Jay, I believe. And so any volunteers for question 3 who has been
I'll
here?
volunteer question 3. I haven't been here, but...
Oh, thank you, Naz. Yeah, let's have you as a backup because I don't know how long my voice is going to last. And so I might have to have you on the bench for that, but possibly.
No.
Yeah. You're
that's not a rejection.
Oh.
It just put you on hold.
Yeah.
You may be used.
You're a maybe for sure. Thank you for your generosity in that for sure. And then is there anybody willing to MC who has done questions and been here before?
Hey, Lau, how you feeling for a question or MC?
I can volunteer.
Okay. Lau's gonna MC.
Okay. Which one you leaning towards today? I could do either.
I could do either too. I could go MC.
Okay, that's good. I think I've done MC the last 2 times in a row, so that works.
So George is gonna do question 3, then maybe.
Yeah, I could do question 3.
Okay. And then Naz can watch George carefully, so Naz can do it next time if Naz comes back. Awesome. Well, let's give our question volunteers lots of emojis. And your goal to the question holders is to try to keep the time around 10 minutes. And our MC is also going to be coaching us to make sure to do that. And so, yeah, without further ado, Lau, tell us what our first step is.
Okay, so we'll be welcoming about first MC, not first MC, but like first facilitator, Ronan.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still there?
Oh, we lost Ronan right at the moment.
No. It's okay.
Ronan got
it's okay. So
shark right
at the time we are waiting for him.
No, Jensen, no, we need the individual cards.
Go ahead, Lau.
Yeah, okay, so when we are waiting for him, let's line up in the neutral line.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we're all going to start on neutral.
Rejoin? Let me check this card.
Yeah. So we all start on neutral because we all feel neutral in the beginning. And then Lao
and then a
is,
shark appears.
and then a shark appears. And so if you have
Okay, it's okay.
avatars,
He disappeared.
yeah,
Dun-dun, dun-dun,
go ahead,
dun-dun,
Lao. Sorry.
dun-dun.
All right, I'll be taking charge for now. Okay, so let's start the first question. After sharks are just misunderstood sea puppies. So you can stand on the line that you are on the spectrum. Either you disagree or agree. Okay, so I'm gonna go count down and we're gonna start moving. 3, 2, 1. Please move.
Okay. So you're going to pick a line other than neutral to hold on and hold the perspective.
Oh, other than neutral. Okay.
Yeah.
I try to be. Okay, this is our line. So let's go with the disagree side first. So I want George and Red to guess why Jay and Caesar standing here on the agree line.
And
George can
me.
go first.
And
hey,
sharks are so cute, and many species even give live birth, and it's a miracle of life. And they'll let you pet their bellies more than you would expect, especially the dog-sized one. So they're not that much like fish. They're a lot more like dogs that live in the sea.
I don't want to die. No.
Did it? It sounds like Red, you're already swaying off your line, and hopefully you can.
If that's a disagree, I'm running away.
I know there's a
Running
shark
back.
over there. So
Hey.
ideally,
Exactly.
once you pick a line, you got to hold on to the line until we give
Yeah,
you
but the problem,
3, 2, 1. Mm-hmm.
I had a reason. I have a reason of the disagree. But he did the opposite of my reason, so I'm just trying to be the opposite of him.
Just being
Understandable, I guess.
So basically, the format that we're doing right now is we guess the other side first instead of saying our own opinions. And that's why George is guessing our side first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You can do it. Even though he's wearing a shark tail, he's friendly like a puppy. Or they, sorry, George, they are friendly like a puppy. All right, so
Thank
good
you.
start off. So for Jay and Siza and me, what percentile, kind of like Battleship, but Empathy Battleship, what percentile did they get of our perspective over here? So for me, I would say maybe like 15%. Siza is 0. And Jay?
Well, I mean, mine's pretty esoteric as usual, but I'd say, I don't know, maybe 55%.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Up there. And Ronan's back. All right, Ronan.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I crashed. I've been doing that a little lately.
No
Sorry.
worries. Glad you're here.
Oh man, I
So-
feel you. I crashed 6 times yesterday.
I know. It just it happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I think,
like
yeah.
okay. Sorry, what was the was there like a very brief area as to why people would have been over at this side? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Is there a brief
Now?
way to describe it?
Now, do you want to fill Ronan in?
Okay, so we're disagree side is guessing on the agree side now, and George thinks that George is guessing that sharks is just way too special, I'll say, for it to be just sharks.
Okay, got it. Okay, well, okay, and yes, I suppose that sharks are special creatures. They they don't tend to go for walks or eat the same food all the time. But that that could be a case here. But okay, so then having said that, I kind of feel like now we should find out, like, why are we? Sorry, go ahead, please.
That's okay. We're still guessing because we didn't have full hits. So I think the next person would be Red would go next as a guess.
Okay. Got it. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, you'll be next. No worries. Sharks they like fish, and they like dog food off the sea. So they will probably go for small prey too. And I heard from Jim Carrey, difference people don't when they don't meditate. We don't know what the Buddha was talking about. People will not have the notion. A lot of people will not have the notion of a dog in their mind that wants to eat them versus a dog in real life that wants to eat them. Yeah, that's a great speech that he did on MOM, and I'm just paraphrasing. Yeah, it looks weird, but a lot of people cannot see the difference. They seem to not know, and usually sharks don't do their like animal instincts of survival and prey catching until they smell blood or they see a fish form in the water. So they usually don't attack you like a bulldog.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the idea being then that sharks are not all just predators of the deep, willing to eat absolutely everything. They have to be triggered. They have to be otherwise seen. Okay, that's interesting. So how well did that hit with anybody here? Like,
so the argument would be that dogs are actually sharks of the physical world, and we just think they're not. Yeah. That's an interesting one. I would say like 5% for me, but I like that you brought that up. Yeah. And 0 for Seiza.
Again, oh my gosh. There we go, Seiza.
I want to confirm, you did say Jim Carrey, like the Canadian actor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
He was, for a Buddhist management school. He was doing a graduation speech at MOM, so he paraphrased that too. Big dogs are they have more of an instinct.
Okay.
That's what he tried to say.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, that's a little bit closer. But since you brought up Jim Carrey, and I actually model myself after Jim Carrey, I'm gonna say, that's pretty much it for me.
Wow, you got Jay. Well done, Red. Direct hit. That's interesting.
Jay to Jim, yes.
Jay to Jim.
Understood.
Oh, that's amazing. Huh.
Okay, so we have one fully, like, again, the idea of looking at the parallels of the animals and where they can be in that case. So given, by the way, that we are going into a little bit of time here, and due partly to my own crash, I kind of think that maybe unless Naz or Cade, you feel you've got something very pressing to add into that, we might go over to the other side at this point. Like, do you have
go for time control. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm not itching to defend or attack sharks here. You go ahead.
Okay. All right.
Agreed.
And sorry, Cat Matt, or
yeah,
same there. Okay. All right. So then, like, why then would we be would we see the other side of just saying, like, look, sharks are just not the doggies that we would expect in that case.
Actually, before we flip it, we should
Okay.
find out from Siza and me what they missed.
Oh, sorry. I
Okay.
apologize. Yes,
Sure.
exactly. Yes. Actually, I am really curious about Siza. So let's, Siza, can you give us your reason for being on this side?
Even more esoteric. Yeah. Even more
Yeah.
esoteric.
Lovely. Okay, Siza is going to be typing.
Okay. One of those reasons is that sharks are good scent trackers. Oh, okay. Yes, okay.
Practically speaking.
Okay.
They're like
Got it.
bloodhounds. Yeah.
That's right. There we go. So that's a
don't make it worse,
similarity.
Siza. I'm
If you
giving
ever-
you ammunition.
If you ever lose a creature in the sea, employ your local shark. They will help you find them.
Yes.
And eat them, probably. the first time.
Yes, and eat them at the same time. There's always a downside to something. Okay.
No free lunch,
That
as
point.
sharks like to say.
No, but everything is lunch to a shark. So that's important.
Just like a
okay,
dog.
thank you, Siza.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so
big one.
sorry.
Usually
Kate.
a big one.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Mhm.
oh, red.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes. Okay. Yes. Oh, okay. So, hey, what was kind of left out? You said that I think 50%.
Yeah, I got about
is
50%.
kind of up for grabs.
I would say the last piece is that a lot of people assume sharks are kind of cold and they don't have emotions. And we don't really know, but I believe that sharks have a kind of empathy, very much like pack animals do. And they can smell suffering. And if you imagine like slowly drowning in the ocean, so to speak, that doesn't sound very fun. So sharks are always on the move. They're kind of like the modern day hoovers of the ocean. They're keeping
Right.
the space as cleaned up and fresh as possible. So they help us the way puppies will find all the stuff we have buried that we don't even know is still under the bed, and they will bring it out and show us all the stuff. Yes, so that is how sharks are
Okay.
misunderstood.
That's it.
Mhm.
So sharks being the sanitation department of the underworld, but also having the empathy to take away the suffering and the pain that cannot be ended otherwise. Okay, that's a very interesting perspective. Okay, so now what we do is we move over to the we move over from this perspective to that perspective, guessing what, like giving a perspective as to why people would be on this side of the line here.
Yeah.
Over to the disagree.
So would you like me to go first?
Well, sorry, I apologize. Yes, why don't you go, Hea?
So I'm guessing that George has been bit by a shark before, and therefore maybe George has been bit by a shark and a puppy and disagrees with the experience being equal.
No.
Did I get it? No?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I missed that one. All right. Who else wants to
Okay,
go
so
first?
that's
0%.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch 0%. 0%. Okay. Unfortunately, I missed what if somebody just flagged another one there. Okay.
Yeah.
I
No
would
shark
love to
bites
hear
over
your
here?
perspective, but can you
Okay.
tell
No,
me
no shark bites.
Okay, so then actually, why don't we go to Jay first and then to Siza? Okay.
Okay.
Jay, pardon? Sorry.
Okay. Well, taxonomically speaking, sharks are fish and dogs are mammals, so there's already enough of a distance between the animal classification system that there can be no way they could be puppies, misunderstood or otherwise.
Right. I see. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true. Thank you, Lau. Okay, so sorry.
I have to
so-
type.
Okay. Any case, so yes, so the idea. So does that actually hit on anybody there? With respect to just the
Yeah.
taxonomy? No, George, no,
Yeah.
and Red is
Naz
typing.
is-
Oh, 30%. Right?
Hey,
Okay,
Naz is
that's pretty good.
He's
5. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It's
thanks.
definitely
Okay,
a
then.
percentage. I don't know.
So what?
It's
So
about-
Siza, if you could just sort of give us a summary of what you might think is giving putting people on that side. I'll go a funny one. Okay,
He had to be.
I think
Hmm.
those who disagree thinks the seals are true dogs of the sea. Oh, that's
Seal
a fun
lovers.
one. I like that. Okay, so seal lovers. Okay, anybody into that one?
Secret seal lovers.
Sorry. Okay, yeah, 5% for red. Okay, 25% for Nas. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's
there
sweet.
you go.
So
Good one,
a good
Lana.
one. Not mine though. Oh,
I guess I'd say
okay.
10% too.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
forgot
All
about
right.
the seals. 10% for the otters.
Okay, so
Right.
I'm gonna say simply, it doesn't sound like a lot of what is it hits on this
The
on
big hit.
this side. So maybe
Mhm.
we need to just if everybody could just give maybe 1 minute for their reason for being here, because we are just kind of running out of time. I think what we'll start off with is Naz, if you could start the roll on why you're on this side
Sure.
of the fence.
I feel like this game is like psychic training or something. You're trying to figure out why the other person has an opinion and then put yourself in their shoes.
Mhm.
And it's funny because
works.
like you pick the opposite and you have to guess what they gotta say.
Mhm.
Right. Well, the reason I'm standing here is I mildly disagree that they're sea puppies. Well, first of all, puppies are not going to, attack you in the ocean, right? Puppies are like harmless, cute, comfortable. Sharks are not that. But at the same time, not all sharks are bad. You got basking sharks, you got like hammerheads and stuff. So I mildly disagree.
Well,
If I hated sharks, I'd be all the way in disagree.
Mhm.
So I'm only so I'm like
Okay,
lukewarm, right?
so sharks are on a spectrum of friendly versus not
Friendly
Okay,
versus
cool.
predatory. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Whale
Cade.
sharks. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Whale shark. Cade, what anything to that you would suggest in that case as to why you're here on this end?
Well, as much as I respect any kind of sea creatures, of creatures of any kind, my professional ethos doesn't allow to just say sharks are just sea puppies, because I cannot say that to any kind of student, because it would literally then just underline the danger that comes with it.
Mm.
Doesn't
Mhm.
say you don't need to treat any
Okay.
kind of creature with respect, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have to be aware of the dangers associated with sharks in that case. So we'll
Mm.
that's a great point. Okay, Cat Matt, do you have anything to add to that?
So, for me, it was more a case of I mean, why I'm on mildly, not like strongly or in the middle, is I'd never look at a shark and think, oh, that's a puppy, but then when I think, oh, well, yeah, I'd never like link the two together. But then when I think about how they act, like lots of sharks are friendly and they are kind of playful. From what I've seen, I don't know too much about
Okay.
sharks. And it's kind of similar with dogs. Like some dogs are dangerous too.
Mm.
I don't know what it's like percentage-wise,
Oh, good
but
point.
I kind of think of that side of them as being kind of similar, but I wouldn't look at them and think of a puppy. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm disagreeing for that reason, but I'm not further. I kind of
Okay.
thought of it in that way. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. That again, kind of hard to kind of know a puppy and then look at a shark and see the same the same sort of thing in that case.
Yeah.
So, Red, why are you on that side of all things that have not yet been mentioned? In that case,
I will double down Nazare's point. It may be dangerous because I don't know what it is. I'm in the fucking sea. I go to safety first. I don't want to trigger any of those instincts because I don't know the behaviors that stimulate those for the types of sharks that can actually attack me. And I'm not even saying that it's universal. But I will not risk it. I go for a safer distance and then I check what is the shark type. I don't want to die. I don't want to have a fucking bite on my butt.
So fault on the side of safety, and yes, like actually some sharks have bigger mouths than dogs have bodies in that case. So yeah, I certainly can see that. Okay.
When you put it like that.
When you put it like that. Okay, and George, why don't you bring us home with anything that you feel that hasn't been brought up yet?
Sharks are actually billionaire streamers with an entire plushy product line that has taken the world by storm. And the puppy girl streamers haven't even got close to our wealth and global success.
My gosh.
Influencers.
Oh, I love it. Okay, yes, okay, you're right. The marketing,
their sway.
Yeah, the marketing level that sharks are in is just without question the domination point. Okay, so completely agree there. Can't or sorry, I'm supposed to be impartial, so I would just say simply that the data speaks for itself. Okay, so thank you very much. I love that, and thank you so much, Lau, for the next. And sorry, we are sorry. Oh, Lau, I guess. Anyway, I now I'm handing this over to Lau to introduce the next question. Oops. I thought we were. Oh.
So now we're gonna measure how much we have swayed each other.
Oh, right. Yes.
And so you're gonna count down, and we're gonna change places. It's okay.
Yes.
Roman, you're doing
so
fine.
countdown. Okay, on 3, 2, 1, I'd like you to go to where you think you now want to be. Now that you've heard everybody's opinion. Okay, so and if you've changed your opinion, that's great. So 3, 2, 1, change.
George.
Okay, so so yeah, George.
Oh, there you are.
I'm going to say George is the one who made the biggest change. Okay, at this point, so I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go with you, George. Could you just tell everybody why you felt that you needed to have a change of heart?
I think I'm going to make more money if I start putting puppy dog ears on the merchandise.
You're like next
Always
marketing
the
wave.
marketing opportunity.
Nice.
Fantastic. Okay, so there was just Siza, you just went up 1, I think, in that case. So is there a reason that you took a stronger stance? George.
That's so weak.
Thank you.
You can throw some shade for just typing there. Yeah.
Yep.
Love
And Red, you actually changed just a little more to the moderate side. What sparked that?
too many sharks.
Oh,
It's not as dangerous as I imagined.
I see.
But I guess it's a more okay. It's more like dogs versus wolves. Some you have too many, but I still will be on safety.
Okay,
I will
awesome.
check the
Okay.
distance.
All right, thank you. Well, now hopefully we can still get things through. Lau, I turn this over to you.
Let's all give
I'm sure there's a way to make it out. Yeah, let's emoji and love to our
emoji for
main for
Ronan.
participating in the first session. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'll come back to neutral.
All right,
now.
everyone. Yeah, back to the neutral.
Oh, yes, sorry.
And,
Come back to the neutral. Yep.
I believe our second facilitator is Jay.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming from. Okay,
Yay.
so
Here we go.
I'll give you this. I'll give you the control now. All right. Good luck.
All right. So, topic number 2. Mute buttons are overused in online games. So, okay. Now, if you think, okay, so you'll be hopping to this side if you think that it is true they are overused. You'll be coming over here if you think that they're they've been used a fair amount. If they're not overused, okay, and you will assume you'll take state your positions in 3, 2, 1.
I see you.
Go.
Sansa.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. It's so polarized. Whoa.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. So I guess now we'll start with the disagree side. You'll be guessing why. Let's see. What's your name again? Nazarene, Lau, and Hea. Why they think that there's too much muting going on online for play. Okay, and we'll start. Cade, is that how you pronounce your name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you'll make the first guess. Okay.
Well, I would say anyone who stands on that side, I would literally just ask, have you ever played League of Legends? Because no matter if you play the tutorial or whatever you do, someone's gonna wish your mom cancer. So I'm glad the mute button exists, and I definitely don't think it's gonna be ever overused. Even sometimes it should be more used in certain cases.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay. Is that what? Wait, what?
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Was that a guess? Like
That was
did you gotta give
yeah. That wasn't a
reason
guess.
why
That
they
was
think
actually
it's overused?
Mhm.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
okay,
that
well,
wasn't. So
Jill- okay, well,
maybe
you wanted me to move on to the next
re-explain?
person, or did you want to actually try to figure out what their reason for wanting people to use the mute button less would be, or?
Well, I think the reason is just to, like we had that little discussion around before, to always keep an open mind and such, and you can always, if you have issues between each other, you should try to communicate instead of just mute the other and that's it. Like listen to each other and try to do that.
Okay.
But, I think that's the reason why.
What percentile did they get?
It works too. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay. Well, I just want to make sure everybody has a fair shot. So does that okay? So no. Okay. All right. So yeah, I may try to give a brief reflect. So if I heard, sorry, I was too busy listening to reading. Well,
stay alive. Don't crash.
Yeah.
Emojis.
Okay. So all right then. So okay. So hey, I guess. No, okay,
I would say that's about
so that didn't
90% actually. So,
okay. So
remember how
do you
to
want
die
to go ahead
in
and do you want to wait till the other disagreeers guess, or do you want to go ahead and okay. Well, it's just okay. You can explain your 10% later on. But I do want to be able to. I do want to stay on schedule. George, so what would your guess be? Would as to why they think mute buttons are, of the two remaining, Lao and Nazarene? What why should the mute button be of less use?
If people are spending all their time playing these games because they're lonely, why aren't they talking to anybody? They should talk to the people they have the same interests with more often.
Okay,
Aw.
so the mute button, there's not enough communication going on between people if you got the thing muted the whole time. Is that land for either of you guys? No, 50.
5%.
No.
It was a broad tear still out his eyes, so if it wasn't spot on, at least it's very
Sadly,
late.
true.
But
But not why.
no.
Okay. So no.
Okay. We'll move on to the next one. How do you pronounce that? Say Salzi next.
Siza?
Sorry, I have to get really close.
Siza.
Siza. Okay. All right. So, what would your guess be as to why they think that the mute button should be used less often?
Mm.
Okay.
Oh.
Does the mute button gets in the way of teamwork? Is that the case for either of you?
Hmm.
No.
Did they
Another
fucking know about?
5%.
Oh, tell mama.
It's always been 5%.
Tell mama. No.
Think
Oh, 30%.
we want to use it. Okay, you know what? I'm going to say that the 5%
Okay.
is an overused number pretty soon. 30%. If this keeps up. Okay. All right, then.
5.7.
Ronan.
Okay.
Okay. So, what's your guess as to why they want to
okay.
use, like,
They're really, like, I want people, like, I can imagine that they like to hear what's going on in that other player's life. Like, as an example, hearing the girlfriend in the background saying that they're being pulled into a bridezilla wedding by somebody else at that point, and that they're telling us just how terrible it is as you're sitting there playing as a group competitively, and you are laughing your head off. So you want to hear all of those details in that other thing. So in that other life. So you just want that. Sorry. So I'll go with that.
So, if you have the mute button on,
entertainment.
you're missing out on some crucial parts of these people's lives. 75%. Okay, yeah.
Wow.
So we're getting up there. We're getting
Damn.
closer and warmer and warmer.
Great,
Okay.
Ronan. I'm impressed.
All right. So, Catman. Okay. Why do you think you're there? They want the mute button used less.
Well, I mean, I feel like a lot of the percentages are used up now, but that's
Yeah, you got a good team over there. Thank you for being off mute, for those of you who are.
Yeah, I guess something that came to mind for me is maybe they're thinking people are a bit too quick to mute, and that maybe people are trying to ease into the situation and might need a bit of time to get on the same wavelength as other people. So maybe they're just used too early. Is kind of what I'm thinking, maybe.
That's my other 10%.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
So they're muting to, like, the people who mute are doing too early. They're missing out on stuff, and that they need to listen a little bit longer before they decide. Is that the correct? Was that an accurate rephrasing of what's did you say?
Okay,
Yeah.
50%.
Wow.
All right. So. Okay.
Wow. That
Did that
team
get any
is-
of the other 25%
bowling.
of yours, Nazarene?
Well, there was another 5
Oh.
before, so he's like
Yeah, so we're up
Good.
to
Well, okay.
we're up to like
okay, so there's
85 or
15
90%
left.
now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
getting
something like that.
All right, so we got one more guess. Red don't know. Okay, so what do you think they want people like online gamers to use the mute button less for? What are they missing out on, or what are they doing?
I guess that could actually have happened to one of you, or maybe one of the relatives of you, when you felt, or the person felt that there was another way to handle the situation. That I could have time to explain it, maybe, or why it's so soon? I didn't barely say anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
That's another 10%
So it's a case
for me.
of unjust censorship. Okay,
110%.
like,
And I
all
just
right. Don't have to go through everyone.
we don't know. They mute.
Well,
Yay!
okay.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Holy smokes!
Oh.
Totally guessed.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to. All right then. Okay. So, does anybody want to? Okay, you guys want to explain your positions a little bit more thoroughly?
I
Okay,
think
thank
they
you.
got us.
As
I
you
mean-
I thought we were supposed to guess
Okay,
their
well,
positions first, no?
Well, I mean,
Or is it?
you-
Or is that
you
what
are, but,
happens when
like,
there's not that
after
many
you
people?
will
Guessing of
say,
the opposite.
Oh,
maybe.
I see.
Mhm.
Sure.
well,
I think they got us.
So who goes first, Lau or me?
you since you're further along. Well, I mean, I figured you would, but since you're
Oh,
further,
I'm
I realized
at
no.
100%.
Yeah. Doesn't have any more.
So the thing about the mute button is that we're all using it a lot in VR, especially. Like, I don't know if you heard this. At any time you have to cough, sneeze, or like do anything, you're muted. Just imagine how VR chat would sound if no one could do that. Like if a professor goes up on stage and you just hear everything happening in their kitchen, you know? They're like making tea, moving books around while they're trying to give a presentation. But also that was your point, Ronan. But the other thing is, I've seen a lot of trolls in VR chat that run along and they really want attention. They just want somebody like to listen to them for a few seconds, and everybody around just blocks them. And I'm left alone with this one troll who's just like, "You still see me, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, "Oh my god, everyone's ignoring me. That you mute me. Why?" And then you get that opportunity to actually talk to that person and be like, "Well, why are you trolling?" You know, and it's just like, holy shit, no one's ever asked me that before. Oh my god, you know. So I think holding off on the mute or block button helps a bit. You know, if they are really being disruptive, then you just pull out the cannon and you line the child up with the moon to get the right trajectory and
poop.
Oh, you got red
yeah.
donuts.
Oh my!
25%.
Oh,
Really? Wait.
okay. So, Heya or Lau, or I guess Lau, since you have the most aggressive agreement with it, do you want to explain or elaborate on your position, or?
Oh.
I wasn't exactly sure what the last message you sent to me, like, for the quiet people.
Do you mind
Okay,
unmuting?
I think I should stop doing that. Yeah. So, okay. Realize that I've been muting the whole time and it attracts less interactions and attention from people, even though you guys saw it, but it would not be sound. Like, everything would be silence. We all see that, but we act like we don't see it. This is one other thing. Another thing is that in like teamwork games, I don't hear anyone talking. It frustrated me. I'm trying to win the game, guys. Please talk. And everyone is completely silenced. I am so tired of it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it anymore. It just kills my motivation directly. And in some games like VR chat, we are supposed to talk. We are supposed to chat. And you're clicking that mute button. Like, am I just gonna stare at you when I'm talking or when you're typing?
Yes.
It's kind of awkward. Especially when you're supposed to talk, right? It feels like
that's
I'm
the secret.
talking to someone who's literally muted. They are writing on their notebook and let me see. I'm okay with that, but you can literally talk. not muted in real life. So I'm very much frustrated.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like the middle finger that nobody can see, essentially.
Ooh.
Hey, would you like to elaborate on your position?
I'm
A little bit more. I know
100%
that, like,
dead. You all did amazing.
Okay, well, okay. All right. Okay. Okay, so now...
Resonance.
All right, so now you three are going to try to guess as to why they think the mute button is not overused. Like why there's... Okay, so you'll go first, Nazarene.
Oh, my guess as to why it's not overused is... Oh, I have my subtitles on, sorry. Second. Obviously the coughing, sneezing thing. No, I have a couple friends that are deaf or hard of hearing, and I have an auto caption system so they can read what I'm saying because I don't know sign language. It's for them. They sometimes have their own thing. It's I wish VR chat had automatic subtitles like as a feature, because if someone's deaf they could just turn it on and everybody's voice would be turned to text.
Yeah.
So yeah, my guess is the coughing, sneezing stuff you don't want people to hear, stuff in the room like Ronan said. Kate actually mentioned his entire reason, so I don't think I can guess that. He just said League of Legends ranked, and that was it. That is an entire class in itself.
It's fucking
The psychology of League of Legends, slide 1.
Okay.
All
right. I mean, you don't guess individuals, just the whole thing.
I'm kind of guessing. Okay, yeah. Well, muting has an important feature. It has the obvious physical disconnect, so people don't hear stuff, and then the ability to just make someone go quiet. Right? If someone's being annoying, you don't have to listen to it. Or if they're if they're triggering you, like if you have some kind of trauma or something's really bothering you, you could just mute or block. That person just disappears. Something like that.
Okay. Okay, so did that land for anybody? Okay, so 50%. We got 150%. Like we all know, like your reasons, Cade. Negative.
About
negative
2%.
-2.
Wow.
About
I've never seen
2%. About
sorry,
so
sorry,
about
sorry.
50%.
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So about 50% for me too.
Okay.
Okay.
About this percentage.
Now, do you want to guess as to why they think the mute button still has its place, where it's justifiably used?
I guess they are meeting a lot of people that just do everything on mic, sneezing, talking to mom, eating snacks. And then whatever they are doing, they just open mics and it annoys them. And they should use mics more. Like they should use mutes more.
Mute is polite.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
so,
mute is polite.
Anybody? Any more? Does that land for anybody?
2%.
About 2%.
Wow. Sizes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's
Captured here. 0.
up by 4%. Okay, anybody else?
No, that doesn't add any more to my 50%.
It's like a collection plate for percentiles.
I'll go there, I guess.
Okay.
35%.
All right. Well, hey, 35. Who said? Okay. Okay. Hey, would you like to take a guess or take a shot at what they might say?
If they're thinking about self-mute buttons, then yes. If they're thinking about muting other people, that maybe it's that the technology has not caught up to what happens in physical reality, so the proximity piece. And so if you were far away crunching on chips, that would be fine in physical reality, but in a game that could feel not ASMR, that could feel really triggering and uncomfortable. So just because the limitations of the hardware, it just might be like you're glad mute buttons are used as much as they are.
Okay. Wait, who's making violent ink sounds?
What?
Well, no, I don't. Never mind. I go ask. Okay, but so we got 10 plus 10 points.
Go quick question.
closer, but still.
Yeah.
So like with the percentages, are we adding on top of the previous one, or are we saying how much percentage we're adding on top?
Oh,
Okay,
that's a good
I was just
question.
making sure.
Well, yeah, it's usually whatever is added, I think.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. I was just making sure.
Sinking you
20.
like Battleship.
Okay, so
mm,
do we have time
I go
to
to
for
55.
like okay, so shall we okay, so now I guess you're gonna explain your reasons. I think did you want to like do we have time for everybody's individual reasons? Shall I go down the line?
What do you think, Lau? Like maybe 30 seconds
I
each?
don't think we have the time for everyone. Yeah, 30 seconds should be fine. But
Alright,
not everyone,
so
though.
who has the strong okay, so who has the strongest opinions, I should say? Maybe yeah, maybe just sum it up in 2
Not me.
seconds. Okay, George. About 2 seconds.
Yeah, in addition to like comfort and accessibility, there's also a fact I've been doing homework on here and I mute everybody because it's just easier, but still nice.
Okay.
No,
Do you guys
mine's
just want
stronger.
to type out your answers so I can read them all at once?
Mine is much stronger.
Okay, I don't.
Really.
Okay.
For
So,
real.
see, do you want to explain your
Third
reason
side.
in like as quickly as I can?
Oh, it's okay.
It's high.
Remember
Welcome in,
quality.
Theo.
Hey, Theo,
Some
welcome.
Hey, Theo.
Hey, Ronan.
Hey.
Oh, thank you.
Some
Okay.
people don't.
All right,
Mute
and
is
this
required and
damage.
necessary.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
Ronan, you want to explain your reason? I know I'm going really quickly.
What hasn't been covered is essentially so many people play with technically their sound system open, and they give you feedback. So you're sitting there listening to the same thing. So I kind of feel like in some ways Naz has already kind of struck on that, but it's actually because the feedback of the game is actually being mirrored inside of their mic at that point. Okay, so because they're not using headsets, they're using speakers. For some people's systems, the noise cancellation isn't happening, and it's drives me nuts. So that's why I say you can do that. Okay, sorry. In that case.
Okay, so Red Dono or Cat Matt, do either of you have something new to add that hasn't already been said, or was there something new, any new elements to either of your I guess
Most of the rest, they said everybody here said like 40% of the reason. The 60% of the other reasons are the ones that we will never know because people can mind their own business, no matter how mad, how in madness, how crazy they could become, because they have their own conditions, they have their own environment. So that includes open mics, that includes sound, what would they say, soundboards. So the receiving end only has a mute or a block to try and go back to recenter themselves. They don't have fucking mindfulness, and people with mindfulness that can find that also not elegant. Not he could actually do better. He could actually mind their audio better. And even the ones, my stance would be people can mind their own business. Even if they are being triggered by everything and everyone, they have a reason for their lives to be that way. And the mute button is maybe one of the only defenses against those triggers that will be in their brains. I'm not saying that it may be, but I cannot attest for the majority of people that will not have defenses against those things. And it's too many reasons. We can just go all day for it.
Sure. Okay. Catman, did you have anything else to add to that, or have your points already been?
I guess most was covered. I was mostly just thinking of it from a case of like this is where lots of people go to like de-stress and stuff, and just like after a long day of work, it's kind of like a safe, happy space for them. So I feel like they should be able to use the mute button when they want. So I was thinking of it more from that perspective.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Mm, that's
Right now
great.
we're on question 2, just debating whether or not to use the mute button. Yeah. Okay. All right then. So now we're gonna see if anybody's changed their minds about the mute buttons, and okay, on the count of down from 3 down to 0, we're gonna see whether or not if you change your position, just pick different line. But yeah, or don't if you don't. Okay. On the count of 3, 2, 1, switch.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we've had Red Dono. Okay. I think. Hey, I think we're kind of short of time. I haven't been keeping track of the time. So you've been the most dramatic change. What made you change your mind? Hey, yeah.
Just I think that when we remove a barrier, we have to be careful about not violating the other direction. And so hopefully the people on not mute will use that time to express the need or the hunger that people come off mute and say, hey, I really want to, what can I do to make this space a place where you can talk? And so creating more invitation instead of demand maybe will make more of a bridge there.
Okay. Yeah. All right then. Okay. Well, I think that about wraps it. Was there anything else I was supposed to do? Or
something he's saying.
Yeah, Red.
Huh?
Don't.
Oh, I forgot.
I changed it a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. The feedback. Yeah. You forgot the feedback? It's okay. What do you mean the feedback?
Oh.
I thought we have feedback for the question every time. We started since last week, but last week,
yes. Okay.
last session. But yeah, I forgot it.
Okay. All right.
Sure.
So, okay. So, if everybody wants to get back on neutral, if you want to rank this question, so
right.
I guess
okay.
I'll get back on neutral, and I guess you'll get on the agree side depending on how much you like this question or this topic. I should say it's a topic, not a question.
Feedback. Okay.
And then you'll go over here if you don't like this type of this question, this topic, and you never want to see anything like this again. Okay. All right then. On the count of 3, 2, 1, assume positions. Okay, so people pretty much like this topic.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna take a picture there.
Okay. Well,
thank you.
Oh, wait.
It's good to know.
Okay, you take a picture.
Okay.
All right then. So, okay, I abdicate,
Okay.
and I think wow, you're emceeing.
Abdicate.
Who's emceeing?
Jay.
Who's
Let's all give Jay lots of emojis.
Jay, way to
So
go.
good.
For Jay. Thank you.
Yeah. Lots of
Thank you
love,
for your
Jay.
facilitate.
Well done.
Okay.
Did that.
Just a
You
question
owned
here.
that.
Should we do the third question, or should we straight into the appreciation session because we have quite a lot of people?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think number 3 is going to be really rich, and I'm erring on the side of saving it for next time.
I'm glad because if you put me up there, I'm gonna rush you all so fast. It's just
Yeah.
gonna be awkward.
So what you all get
Yeah.
this time that most people don't get is you get a sneak peek of the number 3 next week. And so what you can do is go to Prismatic and find your best billionaire argument avatars to make your argument next week in full regalia of money and form. And the people who aren't here or don't watch the stream won't know about this, so you will make a more compelling argument. So we're gonna pause here and let's give Lau a lot of appreciation. He was really doing some heavy
Yay.
lifting around emceeing today.
Yep.
Yay.
Some more dynamic kind of coaching going on. It's hard to be the timekeepers. So
Right.
let's thank everybody who did that, and then we're gonna go ahead and
Thank you.
turn the lines off for a moment and circle up and do our last part,
Oh.
which is a game.
Pablo Escobar Gaviria.
All right.
I have one.
So
Pablo Escobar was a fucking billionaire.
let's see here.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna circle up here. Beautiful circle. Thank you. And this is called the appreciation game. And Lau, do you want to explain what that is? Is there MC still?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. So the rule of this game is simple. The first rule is do not throw the ball. There's a ball right here in the middle. I believe y'all can see it. So
Yeah.
do not throw the ball to someone who have already been received or appreciated. The second thing is that try to throw the ball to someone who someone who's less expecting your
Wrong universe.
appreciation.
Is it an imaginary ball? Does anybody else see it or
It's
not?
imaginary.
Imaginary.
It
I
is.
do not know. I
This is
can't see it.
The universe.
So
I can't see it either. All right.
Not
sometimes
as imaginary if you can throw it.
sometimes people pull the emojis out, but the goal of this is to actually get our body language into receiving and releasing something. And the point of it is not to say you're awesome, because we can all do that. We can all make that up. This is actually to say you grew me. Something about you grew me. And sometimes that can be hard. It can be an apology. It can be a like, hey, this part was irritating for me, but also I'm growing because you stayed. And so just letting yourself find a thing, and we all grow each other in every moment we're together. So even if you think you know who you want to appreciate, you might not get that person because they've already gone. So the goal is to throw it to somebody, as Lau said, who's least expecting it from you, who has not made any contact with you and would be really surprised to receive it from you. That's the goal of the appreciation game. And it's an imaginary ball because we're tossing it back and forth, and sometimes we have emojis that supplement for that, especially for people on desktop. So it gets harder as we go because we're having to keep track of each other and make sure everybody gets it at least once. And then the last person gets to take it home with them. Every once in a while, the last person ends up being the first person, and that's kind of magical, but we don't have to do that. Who would like to grab it first? You got to run to the middle if you're going to grab it. Oh, wow, Siza got it. Yeah. And Siza, who are you going to throw it to? She's throwing it to Naz.
Oh, Naz.
All right. And what is your appreciation for Naz? Your argument during the mute talk inspired me to reconsider how to resolve conflict. Wow. Look at that, Naz. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, that's neat.
That's really touching. Thank you, Siza. Lovely.
Yep. Sympathy for the devil.
Oh.
That's a great song.
Oh. There's actually there's a group that was just started, I think yesterday, that's being discussed in Bridgemakers. It's a VR chat group called No Block. And this courageous human being is starting public instances that are made off of that group. It's a no block group, and they're doing their best to hold in that space and see what happens. And they've already had some kind of magical moments. Yeah, so join Bridgemaker's Discord, and you can join the movement of it. But it just got born yesterday. This is one of our heart ninjas, who we've already done some
Fantastic.
interviews with. Yeah, thank you for that. All right, Naz, you have the ball.
Oh, I'm gonna toss it to Ronan because his argument was pretty good, and also because he has a pretty rad mustache, and I know how hard those are to grow.
Yeah.
A certain facial style.
Low. Low 101.
50% mustache, 50%
It's
argument.
real too. Yeah, that's lovely.
Yeah, it is real. Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Aw,
you. Okay.
yay.
Well, I appreciate that. It does take a little while to get the stash
Which
in the space.
which argument are you talking about that Ronan gave?
Oh, the muting thing. He started talking about hearing people's lives, and I actually did experience that. It was hilarious. I mean, it was funny, but also interesting because I heard like about this whole guy's life on Call of Duty, and we all stopped playing and we're just listening to this like crazy drama between 5 different people.
Wow.
Like weeds or something, and she's like, "I'm gonna call the police on you." It's like we're just like, "Okay, guys, everyone, shut up, just listen."
Wow. Oh my God.
Yes. And
Not the wholesome kind.
and the bridezilla story is a true one. I just
Oh no.
it was just
Wow.
an amazing experience. Thank you very much, Naz. Okay, well then my ball now that I have it, I'm throwing it to Red. Because Red, you as I think this is your first time here, and you provided
Second.
very passionate second time. My apologies. Then, but
Perfect.
still very passionate discussions and communications for what you were expressing in that case. So I really appreciate that.
I ate all of those words on the muting because I suffered from it. I wish I could actually agree, but I suffered was so much on the opposite. So much. You try to bring something that grows the person next to you, and it's something really fragile. And then someone just minds its own business, and its own business just clashes into you full force. And that happens in so many levels, and it's like so full of misery. So it's so fragile. Life is so fragile. So mute is if you use it tactically, yes. So that's why I didn't come as strong at the end because but people could be more mindful. They could be more accepting. I agree. But,
Lovely. You've got
You know
the
what?
ball, Saita, or
I
Red.
get the ball. You know what? I guess it was Theo or it was George, but George received that last occasion, so I give that to Theo. Get it? Yeah, you.
Woo, you got the ball.
Yeah.
Because George, it's a reason similar to George, but you gave me the trail of the crumbs. You gave me the entry. You gave me the place. You exposing the group. Oh, what's that group? Cool. Good to know. Oh, now I have George to support me too. And that was last occasion, so yeah. The ball now.
George was
Thank
a
you.
bridge. Thank you for being a bridge.
There's a bridge to the bridge
And
makers.
Theo was a bridge.
Yeah, I had to help my mom, and then I saw the stream, and I saw Siza and Red Dono joined. Wow. Like, this is... I have to come on, right? Like, I have to see them now. Like, it's so lovely. I heard a bit of your perspectives on the stream as well. I was very fortunate to hear and see all of that. I appreciate that a lot. So now I have the ball. Yes, I have the ball now. And I will throw... Oh, let me get the ball first. I always... it's Bridge Makers on YouTube, Siza.
How's that? Yay.
No back? Okay. So I will now throw ball to Cat Matt.
Hey, cat, catch the ball.
Okay.
The otter. Oh, you
I
missed the
didn't have my
ball.
controls on.
You otter caught the ball.
We are
The
not
otter
in that
didn't
universe.
catch the ball. It's for shame, Catman.
You
You're
got
like
it.
a shark
I'll
or
throw it
something.
again.
There you
I'm a
go.
bit slow.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Miss again.
They are.
Oh no, miss again.
So, so I appreciate Cat Kazmat. I don't see you that often and for Bridgemaker events, but I did watch. I've watched the Virtual Impossible documentary many times, and I'm pretty sure that was you in one of the interviews. And so I thought the space of what you said in that interview, I appreciate you coming by for Bridgemakers, and I really appreciate more faces coming from different groups for Bridgemaker. Really does help the space and a lot of good connections and insight with one another. Like, I hope to have the space around to have a conversation about the things from the interview and that documentary. Because I've been to enough open mind events with Lau and some others, but it's probably a sign to come back. And I really appreciate the support.
Yeah, I appreciate the comments. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a great time here today. Yeah.
All right, Cat. You got the ball.
Okay. So I'll pass it. I have to find where this emoji is actually first.
Well, you
I
can
haven't actually used the ball emoji.
throw it with
Oh, there
your
it is.
body
Okay.
if you want.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think who I'll throw it to. Okay. Yeah, I'll go with what I was originally thinking. So I'll throw it to Cade.
Yay! Catch the ball.
I'm throwing the ball.
Cade.
Woo.
Yeah, and I think I'm right in this, but I think he came in not expecting to be in the event, kind of like the otter that came along, joined on to me. So I appreciate you for staying around and getting involved with the event, even if you weren't really expecting it. And also, I appreciate your avatar because there's somebody else who has the same base, and you're the second person I've seen with it, and that person like was someone special to me in the past too. So it's nice seeing the base again.
Yay.
Yeah.
Well, that's very cute to hear. Thanks for that.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I pretty much think can immediately throw it. Yeah.
Oh.
The reason,
Violence.
like, technically, I could give it to almost everyone here, but as Catman kind of pointed out, I kind of slipped into it. I I was kind of debating with myself, like, should I just, just do the vanishing move real quick? But then I thought, like, discussion group and such, I am more a philosophical kind of person, so I thought, like, let me just give it a try. And so I just appreciate the open mind that welcoming. I mean, it could have been completely different. That's why specifically I thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. No, it's always such a miracle of a treat when people accidentally come and then really plant their feet here and participate. And so your participation was very on par with the vitality that everybody brought today. And you kept Naz entertained, which was also a really good important thing. Naz, Naz gets very restless.
The ratio is quite important. You see, we have representatives from the Dragon Nation here, so I'm not alone.
Yes. Okay. Oh, well, it's my turn, and I'm going to. It's so hard to choose. I'm going to throw this to Lau. There you go. So Lau, I heard you say it's 6 a.m. You weren't planning to be here, and you still are. And I also want to appreciate you for rejoining several times there. I'm guessing you crashed. The second time you joined, I saw you shoot up in the sky like a rocket ship. And that was kind of magical. I was like, wow, Lau has ascended and we all have been left behind. And goodbye, Lau. And also, thank you for practicing your coaching skills with being timekeeper. It's really, really hard to do that. And the way to become graceful at that is a lot of learning to move through the awkwardness and coach. And you were doing that. You were alternating between the boundary and the encouragement and letting me be your backseat driver a little bit. So thank you for that. Yeah.
I tried my best. I did not expect the launching part though. I don't know what happened, but I had the
that
full
was
black screen just
amazing.
now.
I mean, I didn't even know it was possible to shoot that fast in the sky. It was like rocket ship.
Okay, I just want some help because I have completely lost track on who has been appreciated.
So George and Jay and Siza, is that right? Siza started.
Yeah, Siza was the very first who went.
Right.
So.
George and Jay and Siza.
Okay, so I think I would like to throw the ball to
George.
Jay.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, George. You're gonna get it eventually.
I'm gonna
but
fight
Jay, I want to thank
you when you least
for your.
expect it.
Okay. I want to thank you for your generosity and your effort in facilitating. I love it. And also, I would want to appreciate it.
Yes.
I want to appreciate in I would say a different way is that though I realized that I have not told enough, or like I would say I'm not good in coaching. Because like you made me realize that, and I was like, I'm so irritated by these little mistakes, and I would like to learn more and fix it. So yeah,
lovely.
Thank you for that.
Oh, it's nice. Yes, I did want to like yeah, I saw you disappeared. You were my first choice for throwing the ball too, for coaching me. Yeah. But yeah, so. Throwing this to let's see, where's the ball? I'm throwing this to George, obviously. For being okay with me taking up time in my question. And yeah, I know you're gonna facilitate the
multiple ways, more than one.
Yes. Being okay with me,
Me included.
Taking up the question. Yeah, but all right. Yeah, I didn't mean to cut into your time. I didn't know how to rush through my thing. I was, didn't know how to. Yeah, but you're cool with it.
You did do great. Like I could tell you're mindful of the time and the process, but you also asked for help during certain moments. Like, oh wait, what do we do next? And like that's exactly how you learn. That's exactly how you grow. And this is the space to do it. And I'm happy to see it. Like it makes me proud and like happy to be here and see that you get the chance to do that.
Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? Jay's
First
grilling.
fucking question got me. The first fucking agreement from George just got me. Like, oh no, yeah.
Yay!
All right, I'm glad we saved Siza because I thought of yours a while ago.
Circle. Woo.
I'm gonna.
Oh.
I'm gonna. There we go. It's stuck to the pen now.
You skewered it on the pencil. Look at that.
It's for being a living example of the second argument. In addition to that, the really, really thoughtful and like clever ways you always have of speaking. I
Mm-hmm.
don't quite remember what one like really hit me, but I remember how it made me feel. One of the statements you made. I think it was during the shark one. Like I really felt an impact from this. Like, that's why I love to read what Siza says.
Yeah, well put. Siza has a lot of size in their writing. Deja vu.
Oh, there we go.
Hey. And look
That
at
was me,
this.
Dysplasia.
I told you all that it's very rare that we go full circle back to the first person, and then y'all did it. You really took care of each other tonight. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, there's the full circle. Yeah. So Siza,
there's the ball.
since you started it, you get to take that home with you and maybe give it to a dog or a shark, whatever. And and so the last piece for today is going to be to grab a photo for those who would like to participate, and then we can say goodbye to our viewing audience. Please, before we go do this, I just want to make one more appeal. This is such a cool moment together. And if you haven't joined our Discord, part of how you give back to Bridgemakers and the leaders is by RSVPing and telling other people about the event. And this world is technically available all week long with this cue card up. So if you want to bring your friends here when we're not here and try to run this event and have a fun debate, now you know how to do that. Another pastime for your non and muted moments. So that's the last appeal for today. But let's go in front of our question, and we will find a word to try to capture this very quite the event we did. This has been popcorn on speed. You all have been just like so
speed.
Yeah, so much energy.
What?
It's been
Popcorn on
amazing.
speed. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like I don't think anybody raised their hand after the check-in circle, and we all made it work. Still, it's kind of amazing. All right, and Lau, I think you were smushing somebody. I saw somebody in front of you or behind, or maybe that was the emoji. I don't know.
Max Prince
It's just me.
Okay.
I saw emoji.
Okay. All right. What's our word for the day? You don't have to use popcorn on speed. Just
bright
everyone
shark.
shout out a word.
Shark.
Shark. Okay. Let's also. Wow, you love the sharks. Let's say goodbye to our viewing audience, whoever they may be in the current or
Bye,
future.
like and
Thank you,
subscribe.
Thank you. That's right.
Is that how you say goodbye?
The shark,